Welcome from Madras Medical Mission. We have a very interesting case here today. This is with me, Dr. Nandakumar. Case I want to introduce my colleague, Dr. Ashish, who will join me here. And we have nursing staff, Prabhu, the technician, and all the others here to help us with this case.
So here is a 78 years old gentleman uh, presented to us actually in the OPD with the syncope. During the syncope, we found out he was in paroxysmal CHB, and the evaluation showed there is a severe calcific aortic stenosis. In the index admission, he underwent dual chamber pacemaker for the syncopal episode and paroxysmal CHB, and planned for elective transcatheter aortic valve implantation later. So while evaluating the aortic stenosis, the peak gradient across the aortic valve was 88 millimeters of mercury, and the mean gradient was 53 millimeters of mercury. CT assessment. If you see the annulus measurement, and we can clearly see here on there is a calcium spicule at the NCC side. So this may be the reason for his CHV. This LVOT calcium on the NCC side is protruding into the conduction system. The aortic angle is 37 degrees, and there is enough amount of calcium.
So the plan is to transcatheter aortic valve replacement or middle valve. Both side accesses have been taken, ultrasound guidance, and we have put two 6-French catheters in the left groin and the right groin. Now, if you look at the middle valve, can we go to the previous slide? The middle valve is a balloon expandable valve made in India. It's approved in India in 2018 and CE marked in April 2019, which is there with an open cell. You can also show you what the delivery system is like. It has a 14 French Python sheath. The name comes from the Python, comes from its ability to dilate up to 18 French. It's also got a steerable system, which we'll show you as we implant the valve. It has also got an ability to steer catheter without much difficulty across the ascending aorta. So our plan now is that we have taken both the we've taken both the accesses and the ultrasound guidance, and now we will upgrade the right axis, which is what we are going to use for our delivery of the system and crossing the valve. And our process now will be to keep the pigtail, do a shoot in the from the left-sided femoral artery with two grove glides. As you know that with two grove glides, sometimes you get an indenting of the access side, but with large accesses, we are not uncomfortable using two pro glides. So Nanda will now show you how to put those pro glides in. So I'm going to remove the wire. So the first suture he's going to put at 2 o'clock position. So he cuts the suture in, the second one in, and that's the wire going in for the second glide. So we remove this one out. Sister, can we get the second pro glide, please? Yeah, I'm pulling out the wire. He's happy with the position. He's pulling back. There's nice black bleed. Then he goes in back in and deploys the second one. Percepts, please.
Wires.
Wire. We use both angiography and ultrasound for these. And now again, he's got the wire in for the second. So we've now got two proglides in. And we're going to remove, and then we'll have the sequential dilator here, please. And now we're going to get a JR with an Amplatz wire, then sequentially dilating. Okay, so now this is a stiff wire going up.
Normal Teflon, right?
Yeah, just go up and then we'll use Amplatz.
It's
It's very, very slow rotation as you go up. All the time you're watching the blood pressure. We could quickly access the coronary after keeping a guiding catheter and wire across in case the balloon closes the coronary ostium. You can see it very, very nicely that it has got a port on the side. It's 14 French, and we can go up to 18 French if we want. Up to 20, I think 23 millimeters, we have no problem. It can go to a 14. We'll go in very, very slowly now. So I'm putting a gentle tug on the wire as Ashish goes up. Please follow the sheet. So go up, please. So you see it's very smooth. I'm all the time watching the aortic pressure, and we're very happy with that pressure. Nothing is happening on the pressure side. So we've got that in now, and we'll now slowly remove the dilator and suture in the sheath. Okay, so by the time we'll get the pigtail ready for the left side, as by the time that Ashish takes the sister, can we get the pigtail, please? And we'll now go in with the pigtail catheter from the left side. So now Ashish is going to get the pigtail in over a floppy wire, and you can see the calcium in the aortic root, and you can see the valvular calcium, and there's also a MAC, mitral annular calcium. So we've got the pigtail in the NCC, and we'll take an aortic shoot now. Okay, so
Ready?
you can see the opening of the valve, and we will next get an Amplatz AL1 with a double length wire for crossing the.
So this is the Merrill system. So we can see from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock the clock positions are there. Here in this particular case we are going to crimp one commissure at 2 o'clock.
Straight Termo, please, double length. So you're just looking at where the valve is opening. It's a tight valve, as you know. It's 0.8 square centimeter. So there is a bit of AR, so that could help in crossing. So we normally use a wire and try for a minute with various positions. And if it doesn't cross, then we could use a stronger wire. Keep another wire ready, please. Doesn't cross. Sometimes the Termo gets deflected by the jet. So what we do is we try 3 times for a minute each, and then change hands and see if we can cross it.
I think the orifice is towards more on the LCC side.
So it's a critical aortic stenosis, so we may have some difficulties in crossing it. Flush. Nanda, you want to try? Yep.
Maybe you try, sir.
Give me the wire again. Say wire. Soft wire, please.
Yes. Yeah. Slowly.
So double length pigtail, please.
We'll put a exchange length Teflon, sir.
Yeah.
So extra small so far.
So you get a nice loop of the wire in, and then we'll put a pigtail. There's some ectopy, that doesn't matter. The pressures are okay, doctor. Just watch the pressure anesthetist, Nanda. Okay.
We're holding.
So we got that out, and now we're going to put a pigtail in. Safari wire and the balloon to be ready now after the safari goes in. So we're right to the apex of the left ventricle, and we're going to give you some pressures there.
The 3 pressure. This is the connect one.
Not
So ACT is 592.
You want to flush which one?
show the hemodynamics. So it's a pretty much big gradient, as you can see. It's about more than 85, I think. Close to 90. Yeah. Okay. So okay, that's good. Okay. So now we get the safari, please. And can we get the balloon 18 millimeter mammoth? That's the safari in. And then I will get the pigtail out of the way. So what we're going to do is a simultaneous balloon dilatation.
Just check over there with at the annulus.
The balloon across the
wire
arch, and
comes up,
then
you need
we
to
will
adjust it
do a
accordingly.
check pacing. So please hold the wire. That's the mammoth balloon coming in. You can see the 3 markers, which helps us in correct placement. So before we cross, let's do a check pacing now, because we need a little higher pacing for the pressure to drop. So let's check once more with 180. 180 pacing, Ravi, please pace. Okay, I'll take the call for the pacing, please. And Nanda, you'll do the dilatation, please?
Yes, sir, sure.
So we'll get the valve down. You can see it's quite hard to go through.
Fix.
So fix the wire, please. And Ravi, please pace.
Are we injecting?
Okay, go up, please. Okay, that's fine.
1001, 1002, 1003.
Okay, we'll now do one more dilatation just to check whether the coronaries get occluded.
Fluoro, sir?
Yeah,
Spacing
stop.
off, sir? Yes.
I'll just pull it back a bit.
Patient is on pacemaker, no?
I think the problem was that he has a dual chamber pacemaker inside. That may create a natal tachycardia. That's what Nanda said smartly. So that means you solved that hemodynamic issue. So it's not a spontaneous VT. Okay, so now we need to inject. So are we ready with the injection, Prabhu?
Pressure
I need a
off.
simultaneous injection, please.
So
Okay.
pacemaker ready, sir?
Are you ready, Ravi, with the pacemaker? Please go up. Pace, please.
Yes,
180,
please.
please. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
pressure flat.
fine.
I'm going.
Going up and
Inject.
inject. There's enough room there, so there's no big problem there. Stop pacing slowly. Okay, very good. We'll draw the balloon out. Okay, let's get the balloon.
Cusp overlap
Draw the balloon back.
Cusp overlap.
Patient is stable. Pressures are good.
You're holding the wire, sir?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we get the valve ready. As you can see, the pressures have come up nicely. The diastolic is still 56,
We
60,
just
not
play the last
no
shot.
significant AR as before. So we can calmly do the valve now. It's a 23 millimeter valve. You can see that. So as you can see, there's an
Parallel up.
introducer
Fix the
here.
wire.
Please hold the wire there.
Yes.
Fluoros.
We have the
Okay,
logo,
fluid and go in
metal logo
slowly.
being up at 12 o'clock position.
Now I'm going up with the valve. You can see that's a bit difficult. So you need to slowly, gently push this off.
We can remove the loader now.
Yep, I'll do that. And you're all the time watching the pressure that it doesn't give way. Descending out, I think we're at the tip
AP.
of the sheet.
AP.
At the
Come to the AP.
AP and the. Okay, so that stops there. And now it goes up. Nanda or Ashish, please flex the. Just going to track down the ascending aorta. So you can see
you're
the
just flexing
flexor
it.
slowly flexing
Yeah.
down so that the valve now easily tracks through that. Somebody hold the wire back a bit. Be very, very gentle. Okay, so here it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we need to
We'll
come
come
back.
back.
We need to come back a bit. So I'm going to pull the valve back now. Okay.
Should we need to go little in, sir? I think we
Yeah.
need to go. Fluoro. Yeah.
I think that's enough. Let's do an aerogram again. I think it's okay, isn't it? So I think we're going to be happy with that position. And Nanda will do the dilatation. So we will now, I will
Check
take the
pace.
call for pacing. So Ravi, please pace and watch the pressure, please. Somebody, yeah.
Sir,
Stop pacing.
yeah, okay. That's good. That's good.
All
That's
check.
good.
Small checks there again.
Just rotate 15 mm.
Finish shot.
Yeah, it
Yes,
looks okay.
Okay. Okay, go up, please, with the valve.
Okay. One.
Shall I go
two,
full?
Yeah, full,
Yes,
full,
go.
please. Yeah.
Go. Go up. 2,
1001, 1002, 1003.
Enough.
Deflate.
Deflate. Deflate, deflate, deflate.
Stop
Facing
pacing.
off.
Yeah, just shock,
Alright.
please. Yeah, just shock, please. Put the device and
Shock.
All right.
okay. So we should be ready for all this. Just support the pressure for a bit.
Some volume and pressure, support pressure, please.
Okay. No pressures. Let me massage for some time.
Just a massage for a minute.
Table down.
Yeah, just a minute. Yeah, no problem. It will be settled.
Table down. Just check the floor echo,
Yeah.
please.
Please check the echo.
Echo and.
Okay.
Okay. Let's wait. This is see.
Wait.
How is the pressure?
No pressures. Okay, now pressures are coming.
Pressures are coming, sir.
Now pressures are coming.
Just support it. Don't get panicky. Just support. This
We'll take a shot or we'll check the coronaries as well.
1 minute. There's no ST change. It's just the.
We want spacing rhythm.
It's perfect. Don't worry. That's the pressure on, and it's up to 80 now pressure, and it's coming up. So perfect. Just fluoro, please. So sometimes you see.
Reduce the depth and check for pericardial effusion first. Increase the depth. Increase the depth, please.
That's okay.
Yeah.
No effusion on the
Any
pericardium.
T-lax and short axis.
any regional wall motion?
Okay, so it's all right. So your ventricle is good. You're contracting well, the pressure is up to 115, so he had a short PF. That happens with these balloon expandable
I think
valves.
LV is collapsing, sir.
So get a
It's
volume in.
increase the volume. It looks like a suicidal LV.
The pressures are good.
Pressures
Don't
are better
worry.
now.
Don't worry. Just fix the fluids in.
Volume,
Just
volume.
fill the ventricle in. Okay, very good. So we're good now. So these are
take
the
a
small
shot.
issues. The valve is completely stable. So what you're going to do is now remove the valve balloon out and then take a shot. Okay. So we have got good pressures. We're getting the volume in. No issues. The valve is pretty much stable here.
All right, that's fine, sir.
Okay.
Pull
So
the
we're
wire.
done with that.
Down, wire
Pressures
is
are
down.
good. Pressures are 159 by 56. Perfect pressures. No problem. Patient is okay. He's breathing well. Oxygenation is good. Pressures are good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is a pigtail aerogram. We'll get a wire
take
and
a wire.
remove the
Shall we
pigtail now.
push the
Yeah,
wire little in, sir?
I'm getting the wire
That's
in.
fine.
Worry about the VF is you can embolize the valve when you shock them. So we need to be a little careful, especially because we're giving a long dilatation across a closed valve. Slowly. Okay,
No, what is
okay,
where the
that's
pacemaker
perfect.
is
Yeah.
there?
One
The
second.
pressure is 180 by 80, so no problem there. He's awake, everything is under control. We do a shot now.
All right.
Are we ready for a shot?
Suru.
It's a perfect valve, absolutely perfect valve implant.
So
No
coronaries
coronary
are flowing.
obstruction, coronaries are flow. It's just a outflow obstruction because of a balloon expandable valve in a
Open
patient
cell
who has a
then.
very concentric left ventricle and who may get a
The
VF.
white
So I'm
line.
quite happy with this.
White
The
line
coronaries
stops
are
below.
flowing well. So let's now pull off this wire.
Give
Can we
me
get
a.
the pigtail to remove this? Yeah.
You want to assess the hemodynamics?
Yeah. So
We'll
we'll
give
get
a
the pigtail
pigtail.
down and assess the hemodynamics. So it was a good plan to put a 23. As you can see, it's well implanted. And that white, which is the native leaflet, as you can see, is just below the left coronary. But you could see in this patient that it was just the VF which had dropped the pressure,
Yeah,
nothing more
yeah,
than
that's
that.
all.
Here's a pigtail going to remove the safari. Be very careful when you remove these. Okay.
You can push it.
Okay, let's get that out. Okay, so we'll get some simultaneous pressure. So we have an aorta.
So okay.
So you can see that the gradients, if somebody can watch the gradients there, it is 0. So we got a very nice gradient across the aortic valve. So from close to 85, we have 0. So I'm going to remove the pigtail now from the cavity. So and take a shot.
normal
Remove the
Teflon wire.
cavity.
Normal Teflon wire.
So the metal valve has performed extremely well across the aortic stenosis. We put a 23 valve and it really has no gradients and hardly any leak. So we're now going to get that pigtail out of the way. So we're going to take one shot just to be sure that our cuspal alignment was okay.
No,
With a pressure of 143 by 79. So there's no AR at all.
Ready? No, no need to aspirate.
So let me just close this case now. It
And
was an excellent aortic stenosis, a high gradient, difficult to cross, pre-dilated with 18, a little short coronary on the left. We had to balloon dilate to check the closure of the coronary and also to pre-dilate the valve. We got a 23 millimeter valve at full balloon inflammation, had a short VF with a short CPR, which is not very uncommon during TAVA, and we need to get ready for these things. And we got a good result with 0 gradients and no AR, with a diastolic of 30, and the pressure now is extremely good at about, we are off almost all supports now. So we are going to close, but at the end of the day, thank you very much.